You know, I love Jerry Garcia. I'm sorry I stepped on your toes. Go ahead.
No, you're good. But thanks for stepping on my toes.
I'm sorry, man.
Anyways, we're back with episode 2 of Comic Nights. And I'm here joined with, of course, my lovely friend, Hippie Pat.
Hey.
And also the host, myself, Noe Q.
Yeah, man. He's a good man.
I try to be.
Yeah, he's kind of a hothead, though, ladies and gentlemen. So don't piss him off.
That's why I'm not married.
Yeah, that's right.
Or that's why I'm divorced.
I'm teasing.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But anyways, today I thought we'd talk about keys, comic keys.
Yeah.
You know, everyone should know it by now. But anyways, I want you to lead us off of what you're...
I'll tell you what's interesting, guys. I was never, and still am not very good at... I mean, Noe can look at something and he'll go, well, that's the first appearance of Captain America with Thing, or whatever the case may be. He's really good at that. I'm not as good as that. So I kind of cheat, Noe. I cheat.
And how do you cheat?
Well, I got Key Collector. So what I do is I'll go to Key Collector and I'll turn off everything except for just keys. And so then there'll be 100 issues, but it'll narrow it down to 12. So you scroll through it real quick. Do you do anything like that?
I actually do by my do Key Collector. That's how I go about when it comes to Raw.
No, I know, but I mean, do you use...
the non-keys? Yeah, I do. But every once in a while, I don't.
I got you. Now, why is a key important? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's just usually a big event, a big appearance by somebody. Then you got your minor keys.
Now that's what I've noticed, Noe, is whenever I have to buy one, everybody wants it. They'll tell you it's a key, it's a key, it's a key. Well, yeah, it's a key, but nobody's heard of Asphalt Man or whatever, Whale Man or whatever.
Well, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes, it's a minor key. Doesn't add value.
Fat Man. No,
that's me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm getting
Wouldn't
confused.
you agree, though, Noe? Minors don't really add value.
No, I'm not a big... when it comes to me and, like, PC, my PC, I do have some minor, but that's because it's my PC. But usually when it comes to minor keys, it's because speculations, what they call spec books, like... I can't even think of somebody the first appearance.
I'm going to tell you one that I just spec'd and I failed.
Which one?
Okay. Quasar. You ever heard of Quasar?
Absolutely not.
Quasar had his own run. He's got about 100 books. I got a bunch of them. But his first appearance was in the Hulk 184, I believe. 154, something like that. First appearance of Quasar. Now, not a big deal, but he was supposed to appear in Ant-Man, right?
Was he?
Yeah, well, he did.
Did he?
But it was a teeny tiny weeny Quasar, right?
So that book got hyped for nothing.
Right. So I bought a bunch of those minor keys thinking it would launch, but it didn't. But that's all right.
That's all right. You and millions of other people fall for that shit all the time.
But every blue moon it hits, right?
Yeah, every
blue moon.
Rare blue moon.
But no, he's got the collection, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I got a pretty solid collection. I've met people that have way fucking better shit than me. But,
yeah.
I mean, but I'm proud, I guess you could say. I'm proud of my collection. It's only slowly growing because I do sell comics on the side as well. I think I said that in the last video. And that money is just used to buy the bigger keys.
More comics.
Pretty much. It's an endless fucking cycle.
Oh, man, it's crazy. Dude, I take medication and go to CalSlam. It's bad, man. I mean, because I'll be driving down the road, like me and my wife went to Houston for a little vacation. Actually, I met a banker of mine, Nolan Kaczynski. I might even say his name right. He's way Polish.
I thought his name was Steve.
Yeah.
You sure that medication ain't?
Yeah. But I went to meet him, and we said, let's go to Galveston, whatever. Dude, I stopped at 8 comic book shops on the way down, and she would.
In Galveston?
No, on the way from his place in Houston to Galveston.
That's what I said.
Just bouncing. She wouldn't. This is not romantic. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean,
yeah.
That's why I'm divorced, because I did the same shit. Yeah. I would always go to fucking comic shops or do comic shows and all that. But, I mean, when it comes to key, for you, Patrick, what's a key that you would love to have in your PC?
Well, now, see, everybody's got the 181. You got a good story there, but everybody's got the 181. Everybody's got this, the big dogs. I like some of the mediums, but my holy grail, you ain't got this one either.
No, because I don't want it.
Strange Tales 110, the first appearance of Doctor Strange, And I got to a quick story. A friend of mine, know he has kind of this story. Friend of mine helped this lady out because he's honest. Appraised her stuff. She got a lot more money. Then she called him back and said, I've got another box and I'm going to sell it to you for $500. Well, he bought it. In that, they had all these keys, and then they happened to have Strange Tales 110. And just so you know who you are out there. I don't like you anymore because of that. Anyways, he's a good guy. But my point is you find those. But that's my holy grail. That's a $3,000 book at a 3.0.
For a Doctor Strange? A first
Dude,
Doctor
I'm telling
Strange?
you. It's like a $40,000-$50,000 book. You think I'm kidding? Feel free to look it up. Anyway, go ahead. You can't afford that, no. Go ahead.
No, I can't. I mean, when it comes to me and I had a similar situation when it comes to flea market finds and stuff, even though I didn't know. So I went to a flea market that I usually go to every other week, but old lady was selling books and she had a short box, and I only went through the first 3, 4, and it was crap. It was just shit comics. And the lady had just came up to me, like I said, fragile old lady, and she was just like, "Oh, I'll sell you the whole box for $50." And to be kind and helpful, I did do the sell. I gave her the $50. I took the comics, even though I was under the impression there wasn't shit in it, and I took it home. And the thing was, I didn't even go through it later that day. It took a day or two. I finally said, "Let me see what crap books are in here," but when I went through it in the middle section towards the end, I saw a 180, a 181, and a 182. And if I don't know if you're one of those hardcore fucking comic guys that are like, it's 180 the first appearance or 181 of Wolverine, but whatever, because I don't give a shit because I got them both, and they all had their value stamps.
And they were clean.
They were like at least low grade, maybe 6.0 on the low side, but I'm thinking it's a 7.5, and if I press it, I could get it to 8.5 if I'm lucky. But the thing is too, I did try to find that lady again. I didn't just say like, "Oh, fuck that bitch."
Yeah, right. That's not our style, ladies and gentlemen.
No, and I did, and still this day, I haven't found her ever again. I don't know, but if she's listening to this, which I doubt, I owe you a little bit extra money. So
right.
That's about it when it comes to that.
Yeah, and, the last time we talked about what we do is we ain't gonna beat a dead horse, but check this out, man. When I'm at a yard sale, right? So one thing I'll do is I'll call Noe or my other buddies, because you've got to rely on your friends. But I'll say, is this book any good? Is that book any good, right? On the ones I want. And they'll tell me. But then you're on your own to kind of figure out. Well, now, first thing, real quick, before I dive into this, a key is important because a major key like that one, the 181,
oh yeah, big time.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
So you're going to pay more for it. Now, if it's a minor key and the guy's fluffing it, hey, that ain't worth a lot.
No, it's not.
But if it's just not a key at all, that's a regular old book, guys. And, more likely it's a $2 or $3 book, right?
More than likely.
Yeah. So the reason keys are important is because the value usually is a lot more expensive. You should expect to pay more, right?
Yeah. And right now is probably the best time to get keys because it is the seller market.
Buyer
market, not seller.
Yeah.
Sellers are just throwing them all in bulk and stuff. So
a lot of people who kind of bought some just like back a couple years ago, they saw them launching. Now they're just dumping them to get out of it.
Yeah.
That's right. They're not the true, avid
people
hobbyists.
who just got into it for money, not people who are actually into it for comics.
Right.
And we met a few people because I don't think we said it, but we do restoration work.
Yeah.
And we've had a couple gentlemen, great guys by the way.
Yeah.
But these guys just tell us like, hey man, I just saw there was money behind this. They don't know shit about comics, but they have some good shit. Like the one guy dropped us off like 20, 24 books.
Oh,
Not one of those books was under $100. We're talking like Golden Age Submariner, Silver Age Wolverine.
That was all good stuff.
I mean, not Wolverine, Hulk, but...
And then he's like, well, I got this full of this, but here in my closet, oh
yeah,
my God.
pretty much, yeah. Like, I got these great books, and then in his closet, it's like,
Holy grails everywhere.
Holy grails everywhere.
Yeah, but anyways, it's kind of funny, man. When I'm there at a yard sale or wherever, so let's say I find one that I want to buy, be a key or not, right? Well, the next thing you got to do is come up with pricing. And that can be a really tough thing to figure out on your own, don't you think?
Oh, big time. If you don't know your shit.
Yeah, and I go back and forth. As you heard on the last show, I mean, I got to kind of watch it. I've changed my evil ways, but I used to kind of fool myself. I wouldn't rip anybody off, but I would say it's worth this based on for sales or based on, not really good information, but they weren't selling, and then I was paying too much.
Oh, yeah, you were paying way too much.
Now, how do you figure out if you're standing there, you see a book you want, first thing you got to do is figure out the condition, right?
No? Oh, yeah, of course. Conditions always... Well, conditions where you kind of give yourself the idea of where the pricing should be.
Right.
Like, if someone was like, oh, like, I want $160 for...
Whatever.
I can't think of decent comic key, but the
First
comic...
First appearance of Black Cat.
Yeah, there you go. First appearance of Black Cat. Low grade of that, I think, goes for like $30 to $40. High grade, you could probably get like a little under $200. But then if you get a grade, you probably get more. But anyways, besides that, yeah, someone wants $160 for a fucking 1.5 beat to shit Black Cat. You don't want to pay that much for that. You're losing money at that point.
Don't you find? Now, I'm pretty good at it now. I'm not the best. But as far as, I'll find the seller will pump his stuff. He'll say, man, this will grade an 8.0. I just know it. Well, first thing is, he probably doesn't know that.
No, he doesn't know
Second, I mean, it took me a long time to figure it out. But second thing, it's to his benefit to puff it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I, as a good, decent guy, a grader, I don't know if it's going to hit an 8.0 because who knows, right? You can guess and get a little range, but you really don't know, so you can't go it on that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so like if it's torn right in the middle, you still can't tell.
Right.
It ain't going to help you much. A tear don't mean nothing.
Well, but I just mean the one guy's going to puff it,
yeah,
and you need to come up with a little under what you think it might hit. So if you say it's going to be a 6.5, you really need to price it at a 5.5 for worst case scenario, right, ladies and gentlemen? You don't want to price it at a 6.5 and pay exactly what you think it's going to be because it might not hit that.
Well, I'm fine with people puffing because, everyone wants to make $1. There's nothing behind that. That's what negotiating is all about. And that's why I like doing this. But there's a difference between puffing and the guy just sticking his dick out and just dick slapping you with the price. Because some people just go overboard. Or like they want like $200-$300 for a book that ain't worth squat. And then you try telling them, well, look, I'll give you this much. But no, I've seen it online for this much. And they don't take into consideration. I think I already talked about this.
Yeah.
It's like condition and all that type of bullshit. You got to go behind all this.
I got a friend of mine, Gene the Dancing Machine. He's a good guy, man. He's a death metal signed guitarist, right? Lives downtown. He's
really?
Badass. Yeah, he's badass. So. But now, brother got one leg. He got diabetes and shit. But check it out. He's a good guy, man. But his leg, if you gotta have one, dude, his freaking prosthetic is a badass Venom. It's all like
it's all custom out.
Yeah, it's killer,
like
dude.
The symbiote.
Yeah, it's
That's
killer.
pretty fucking dope,
he's
dude.
cool, man. He'll take it off and hit you with it though. Nah, I'm kidding.
Probably not. Better cost some money.
Yeah, but he's a good cat. But anyways, now he's going about it the right way. He went and bought the Overstreet book, right?
Overstreet book.
Yeah.
Oh,
about
yeah.
grading because he wants to learn. Now,
he's into comics too?
Oh, yeah. He's the one who bought all my keys. He went through all my books, guys. Anyways, check this out. What I told, this was my advice, maybe not, you tell me. He started and literally just read like 2 pages, and then he looks at a magazine, and he's like, oh, that's a 7.4. What I told him, I said, look, man, read the book first. Don't judge any books. Read the book first, then go back, pick a section, and figure out all the stuff they're talking about. I'm not talking about grades, but when the thing says about ticks or creases, go through your book and look for that. Make sure you understand all that. Then go back and sort of try to grade it. But grade it with somebody who knows.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he's on the phone or with you or me, and we'll go, what do you think it is? He'll say it's a 7 because of this and this. We'll go, no, it's a 5. You didn't see this and this and this. Because if you do it the other way, you're going to fall into a rut, and you'll never get them right. And I never get them right. You don't get them exactly right, but you get close. But if you do it where you you know, you read a page and you start grading your own book. Read a page and you'll fall into this false belief that it's an 8 or a 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, but you really want to get a rough idea. This is my point, okay, guys? Study a little bit, you know, practice, but...
Yeah, it took me a while for when it came to me learning to grade.
Hey, you mind? You mind?
I don't mind.
You don't mind?
No, I don't mind.
Oh, guys. Oh, wait. I'm not allowed to say that, am I? No, I'm not.
Not yet. Unless we get sponsored or something. So
Yeah.
somebody sponsor us.
Yeah, I'm a...
Viagra,
you know,
we're on call.
yeah, I'm a... well, what did Clinton... Wasn't it Clinton? I did not inhale? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, keep going.
I thought it was heroin that was your best part.
No! Tie me off. I'm kidding, man.
But no, when it comes to... it did take me a while, but we have a friend who pretty much got a box of comics and he had me grade them. Then he gave his second opinion. And pretty much that's how I got better at it. And I still grade... I mean... When I grade, you know, I go by what I believe it is, but I still hit him up and get his opinion. I'm always on point because he owned a store. I'm not going to say what because I don't think I don't know. I'm not going to do that, but he had a pretty good running store for a good amount of time, and he was known for having a good Silver Age background, and he was always on point with his grading, and it was all raw. I mean, he had graded, but when it came to him grading his raws, he was always on point. So
and he wouldn't fluff it because I would go in and I would want it to be a 9.8 or whatever. And first thing is he would never really hit you over 9 or 9.2.
Yeah,
he would say that's a judgment thing based on the guy if he's happy, right?
Yeah, if he got a good blowjob
something in the morning, you know, he might be pissed, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, but he would always say, I think it'll hit a 9 or I think it'll be an 8.5, and I would fool myself. I go 9.4. He'd say, whatever, I think it's 8.5. And it would come back at 8.5.
Yeah.
But he would usually nail it pretty good. And I used to get mad at him. I call him the crusher of dreams. I would get kind of mad at him, you know. But he would always hit me straight, man.
I mean, yeah, he's the same. He was the same with me. He won't promise you anything over 9, which is a good... I mean, he is right. You shouldn't promise anyone above a 9. At least 8.5. When I sell online, I do give my opinion on my raw grading, but I never do anything over 9 either.
Yeah.
So if it is over 9, you got probably a better price with me already.
Well, okay, kind of back to pricing. Okay, well, all we're saying, guys, is you want to get at least an understanding of condition, okay? Because when you're out looking at books, that's how you come up with an educated offer on whatever book you're looking at. You're going to say, I think it's a 6, right? Don't matter what the guy's saying. I think it's a 6. You may have to tell him this. Now you're going to look up, where do you go? That's like good middle grade. Where do you go to find a comparable or find pricing?
Me, I go to Key Comic Collects.
That's where you go, yeah.
It's and then maybe eBay sold pricing, not eBay what people are asking. Sold. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, these guys are very mean to me, man. They are, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Get me out. I need help. No, anyways, I used to always go to for sale, and that didn't work. But now I go to eBay sold. Now I go to Key Collector, or I do the Google picture thing real quick, because if it comes up, there's 10 of them at $5. It's $5. I don't need to waste my time.
Yeah.
But if it says 10, 15, 25, 8, 20, okay, then I'm going to go to the next step. I might go to Key Collector. Now, I do the middle number, right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
But if it's still in my head saying weird, I'll go to eBay sold. Now, for eBay sold, I like recent solds, and I like to have 3 or 4. To me, 1 could just be a fluke. That doesn't count. Yeah. But if there's 3 or 4... The guy wants 100, and you see 3 or 4 at 80, 1 at 75, 1 at 85, 2 at 80. It's an $80 book, guys. Right? That's it. That proves in the pudding. So you tell the guy $80 if he's honest, or not honest, but if he's reasonable, he'll go, yeah, okay, I see it. There you go, $80. If he's a jerk, I'm on 120. That's it. You know. But anyways, now do you kind of justify a little bit when you throw out an offer, or you just throw it out?
No, I justify it because again, like I said, grade and. I look up on Key Collector, and I get a good range with Key Collector. I know there's more out there, but I just stick to that one. And maybe Key Collector could probably sponsor us. And say like, "Hey, go follow these guys." They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but hey, they're funny looking.
Yeah, funny looking. I'm stunningly attractive. I like long walks on the beach and okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the ladies squat on your face.
Yeah.
From what I hear.
Oh my god, I got the black tips on my little spike right here.
I see it,
dude. That's so hot, man. I'm bringing sexy back. All right, go ahead, man.
But when it comes to, I mean, like I said, key comic collector, I go through and sometimes eBay sold. But one thing you gotta do, you do gotta be careful out there when it comes to you and books you have, and maybe you're curious about pricing. There are variants, there's newsstands, and that's a whole different fucking topic. But there are what you call reprints, so you gotta be careful with that because you might look at a cover and think, oh man, like I got that $100, maybe $200 book, but you probably got a reprint.
Like the Red Hulk the other day with me. Remember, I was looking at a Red Hulk. Guy wanted 120. I wanted whatever. I hit him down to 8. The guy screwed me over anyway. but one of my buddies, a couple buddies, were like, in the bottom right corner, does it have a red Marvel stamp? And I said, yeah, it does. They said that's a reprint.
It ain't worth shit.
So I hit the guy back and told him. He said, no, I don't care. And he wouldn't talk to me no more. I blocked him.
He's one of those
stuff. But my point is if I would have known, I'd have paid $80 for a $5 book.
Yeah, you would have been fucked already.
Yeah, you would have laughed at me.
I would have been pissed at you.
Yeah.
I would have been like,
I'm just saying, guys, you got to look for little so it'll be like a variant, but it's the variant that doesn't have Marvel at the bottom or whatever.
Yeah.
That was worth the big money, not the one with whatever. So you got to make sure you're looking at the right book. Right?
Yeah. There's some variants that are worth more than the original book, but it's fewer, farther than in between.
Well, there could be subtle differences. Is my point.
Watch. Yeah. Sometimes it's like what is it? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The first, second, and third prints. It's the same exact cover. But the blood in I forgot what lettering it is on the cover, but the blood's displayed a different way, and that's how you could tell first, second, third. Because the first print, decent grade, raw. I'm not even thinking graded, but a decent grade, you're looking at like at least $5,000, even higher. Yeah. Second print, a little under. Third print, a little under that. But they still go for a third print. Still goes for good money. When it gets to the fourth print, it's kind of like at the hundreds.
Hey, I got a weird one for you. Everybody probably don't know. I think I've told this before. Star Wars #1, right? You know that cover. Yeah. Now, Star Wars #1, they had a Whitman variant, right? Where it's white at the bottom. You've seen that? Yeah. Okay. Well, at the top where it says Luke Skywalker, right? Well, we all know the Whitman variant isn't worth anything.
No.
Not worth nothing. Now, up at the top where Luke Skywalker is, right beside that, it says reprint. Big, bold thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it does. But on the first few, the reprint's on the inside. It doesn't say it next to Luke Skywalker. Yeah, it's a reprint. Yeah, it's the Whitman variant. But if you find that, that's a home run. It's worth as much as a regular one, knowing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And people will act, you're already looking, well, it's a reprint, ain't worth nothing. And I'll go, yeah, well, you're wrong. But my point is, little things like that. Wolverine #88, where Deadpool's holding them up. You got the UPC code at the bottom. They all say direct edition. Very few. It's blank. It doesn't say anything.
And that book's going up for a little bit more because of the movie.
That's right. That's my point, though. The direct edition. If it doesn't say it, worth more. Direct edition, which you guys are going to go back to your collection and go, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So anyway,
not as
just
much.
Examples of little teeny things. So keep your eyes out, guys. And pricing, man. Don't kid yourself. Try not to speculate. Try not to buy into the fluff like Dr. Doom.
Don't be a dick.
Buy the fluff. Yeah. I mean, I hate it when somebody busts my bubble. I know he does all the time. I'll say this book's worth X, and he'll go, no, it's not. It's this or that.
Because
they'll show me, man.
Yeah, like not. I think it was a week ago. You gave me a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and told me it's a variant or some type of cover, and like I didn't know shit about it. But usually, modern Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles don't really go for much. And I looked it up, and like he how much did you think it was?
$30.
Like $30. It was worth $3 goddamn dollars.
Well. Noe's goal is to make me cry.
My goal is to set you on the right path.
He makes me cry.
Direct you upon the path.
But,
I like that.
Come to Jesus, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, it's tough, man. But it's all we're trying to make everybody aware of is the subtleties you really want to watch when you're out looking or you're selling, right? If you sell that Wolverine 88 and you have the no thing, it's worth more. So make sure you get that money, right? But make sure when you're making an offer, you're looking at the right one. Condition. Then find the comps or an idea based on that, and then throw out your offer.
And make sure you're looking at the exact same
book, yeah. Because, man, little things could just throw you. Hey, Noah, you ever been bit by an elephant?
Not yet.
Never had?
No.
What about a mosquito?
Billions of times.
Right? See, it's the little thing that gets you guys. The little things.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's not
That's
bad.
a good one. Someone should
clip
that. Someone clip that.
Yeah, y'all send me royalties. No. I'm just saying, guys, you know, we're not perfect, man, and we don't know everything, and we're going to start having people call in and whatever, you know, but, you know, feel free to...
Guest appearances, not call-ins, because that's too much.
I'm old school. But feel free to comment, guys. You know, throw us a comment. Maybe we need to work on something, you know.
Well, speaking of that, I'll let you finish, but let me get this out. So I just wanted to give thanks or shout-outs and all that. So first person I want to give out was to Santos Perez.
Yeah, my dog.
He commented on our last video, and he said we were pretty funny. Yeah. So but the thing is, I can't tell if he means we're funny looking, because he met you, I think. He knows you.
Well, remember Goodfellas, what? Am I here for your entertainment? Yeah, I love that. Yeah. You're funny looking? Anyway.
But I just want to say thanks to him, and then I wanted to give another shout-out to Adam Spector, who... Adam Spector's from London, actually.
We're international?
Yeah, we're international now.
Yeah,
we're getting up there. We're getting up there. We're going to become popular culture.
Three followers.
And he pretty much let us post the info of giving us a shout out in his London comic book group, which I just want to say thank you. And then I want to give another special shout out to, I'm not going to say their name, but I'll say SJ for doing our comic night. You seen our logo, right?
Yeah.
Our little
awesome,
night.
Man.
So I just want to give her a shout, and whoever's face she's squatting on at night is very lucky. He, she, her, him, whatever the hell they call them these days. And we got 7 subscribers as of now.
I got to give one. Can I give a couple shouts?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, man.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to say...
You got to give me $5 each, though.
That's
you
all right.
shout out.
I'm a big baller.
Okay.
No, the Jason Third Coast Comics. Brother's got a bunch of cool stuff, man. And it's third with a 3RD Coast comic, not spelled out, okay? And another guy, Javier. Over League of Legion?
Oh, League of Villains.
League of Villains, yeah. He's over here on Vance Jackson, man, San Antonio.
Yeah, nice little shop.
Yeah, him and Dino, man, they're helpful. Him and Dino are helpful. Dino knows a lot more than I'm kidding.
Comics and magic. They're good guys. They're real good guys.
And my brother Gene the Dancer Machine, I just like that guy, man. He's just a cool guy, you know. What do you want me to do? He's a cool guy. I'm better than you.
So, I mean, that's fine with me.
Yeah. But anyways, you know, I'm going to give a shout out to my wife.
Give a shout out to your wife.
Yeah, you know what, man? I've been married 30 years, man. She puts up with me. She puts up with my comic books, all my little things. You know, hey, I tell you, I've been going skinny dipping at night.
Yeah?
Yeah,
well, just keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself.
Yeah, no, we video it.
Oh, no.
I'm going to post it. I'm kidding.
Please don't. We'll put that as our thumbnail.
But yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, man, thank you for joining us and listening to us for a thing. Get some practice, man, and post up some questions, you know?
Yeah, you can leave us questions. Let your friends know about us. Right now, we got 40 people that viewed us, but only 7 subscribers. What the kind of shit is that?
Who do you think's better looking, me or you?
It's gonna be you, obviously.
It's gotta be me, man.
They just love they just like my
characteristics. Like about me, man. It's probably the black tips on my spike hair.
Probably is that.
Oh, man.
But that's about it. Thanks for thanks for listening to Comic Nights again.
Well, how you spell it? You gotta make sure you know.
It's KOMIC, comic, and then Nights, KNIGHTS.
Yeah, the C was taken, the C comics. Whatever.
Yeah, so it's whatever. We still got a better name, anyways.
Yeah, we're better.
So, all right, people, thanks for listening to us, and we're gonna try to do this at least once every week, one episode once every week. Right now, we're probably sticking to Wednesday or Thursdays. There'll be a new episode out.
That sounds good.
So, again, follow us, like us, or send us hate mail, because that's the shit I want to see.
There you go. Let's get the hate mail going.
Anything else you want to say before we end this?
That's it, man. That's all I got.
All right, people. Thank you. Bye.